Hello everybody, how we doing? Andre Pillow over here at Blythefield Country Club. Want to continue helping you with ways to improve your golf swing in the off season. We've kind of slowly been building the golf swing, starting from the takeaway. We've had several conversations about the takeaway, even some conversations about address even before we start that swing. My video got lost somehow, I don't know what happened, but I'll put the address video back up on my page and share it with a few of the sites. But today I want to talk about the top of our backswing and kind of where that club should be. I give a lot of leeway with my players, especially players with knowledge, on where the position is. I mean, some of us may be a little flat, a little upright. I really think it's important to stay connected in the first part of the golf swing so that we have some room for error or difference up here. As long as we have the integrity at the bottom part of our swing, I think we're okay. But I had some people ask me about the position at the top of the golf swing. And let's pull a ball over here, and I'll just take my setup. And I'm just going to kind of take the club up to the top. As we've been mentioning, with our setup and everything else, we want the shoulders to be the main driver, energy source of that golf club getting back. It is okay to work our hips or to move our hips going back, but I believe that head, that right knee, and the right foot should stay fairly stable throughout the entire backswing. So if I just take my setup here and take the club up to the top, we see a couple of things. Once again, the head, the right knee is maintaining its flex and the right foot is fairly stable. And also the shoulders are pretty loaded. A lot of times in this position at the top of our swing, I see people that in their shoulders right here and their arms brought the club up. Well, I know they really didn't get a full shoulder turn. And once again, that's the main power source. Now, for novices and people that haven't played a lot of golf, an easy way to feel that and to feel the rotation of your shoulders being the main driver of the club getting back. I have you take your setup, and I have you feel a couple of things when I do this. The first thing I have you feel is a wrist hinge. Okay? I have you exaggerate what a wrist hinge feels like. I want you to understand that really a wrist hinge is working this way. At the same time my shoulders are working back. That's how we get the club in the slot and in a good position at the top. So that wrist hinge is very important. We'll talk about it more in a few seconds here, okay? Then after I have you feel that wrist hinge, I have you take that club and put it right over your back shoulder. Then from here, all I want you to do is rotate your shoulders while maintaining your right knee flex in your head position, okay? Very, very important. We just rotated. If you noticed, I didn't slide back. I didn't go back this way. All I did was take that club, put it over my shoulder, maintain my lower body, keeping that integrity of our building, and rotated my shoulders. Okay? From here, we want to extend our arm, and that gives us a good idea of the path. Now from here, once again, most people can either lift the club, some people may get a little flatter, some people may get a little upright, but we have some room for that. And the individual nature of our golf swings, the individual DNA. But that's one easy way to get the club in somewhat of a proper position. Wrist hinge, over the shoulder, rotate with a stable back knee, extend my arm, okay? And you see where my shoulder's underneath my chin. I know my shoulders are rotating very, very well, okay? Now the reason I keep bringing the shoulder rotation, I know under pressure those bigger muscles hold up. These small ones, they don't hold up under pressure. That's where the nerves are felt. Those feel elements tend to tense up a little bit in certain pressure-driven situations. And, the lateral movement conversation, we will have a little bit of lateral movement in a golf swing. And in most sports, there's some element of lateral movement. But if we're focusing on that, we tend to move a little too much laterally. And I don't like that. So from start of the golf swing to back, the shoulders are the main drivers. I always like to imagine an oscillating fan, and this may make sense to some people. If you think of a stand, it has a base, and that oscillating fan, just put this club right here, this is the fan right here. If it rotates, all it does, it rotates this way, and then it rotates back this way, right? That thing can never go, can never move laterally to laterally because it doesn't have the ability to. It has a stable base. So that's the stable base we're trying to imagine. Feeling our body and our shoulders rotate back and rotate forward to eliminate any lateral movement. That'll help you with that position at the top. Okay? So once again, just to repeat, take your regular setup, small wrist hinge, club over your shoulder, rotate and extend, and that gives you an idea of where the club should be at the top of our swing. And we can't hit golf balls with a drill that's kind of related to those two pieces. As usual, I have my back camera here. So real quick, I want to show you what this looks like. I have a drill where, I'll have my players take their setup. I do this really for my better players or people that have a good handle on golf. But if I have you take your setup, give me a small wrist hinge, okay? Rotate your shoulders back. Then from here, you're going to take your regular golf swing and hit the golf shot. It's called a connection drill. And I know that if I can make that small wrist hinge, have my shoulders be the main driver of the club getting back behind me, get it up however feels natural, I'm going to be fairly connected and have the ability to make most shots or to get through most golf shots when I play. Okay, so it's a great drill. 9 times out of 10, if you're making contact, you're doing great. If the ball is going straight, you're doing even better. That means everything's connected and working in relation to our target line. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to take my setup, and we'll do small wrist hinge, rotate, back and through. Okay? And it really helps your balance and understanding that rotation is very, very important in the golf swing. Okay? Once again, any questions, let me know. Some of you have been reaching out, which is great. That's what I'm here for. I want to give out information to have more people playing golf, to make it more diverse. The information's here. So any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and look forward for more videos from DNA Golf Instruction.